You're not shipping slow because you lack discipline. You're shipping slow because you're making the wrong product decisions very efficiently. In the next 2 minutes, you'll see 3 quiet errors that kill product progress even when your calendar is full. You probably think your backlog is a plan. It's not. It's a graveyard of half decisions. When everything is priority, your team is really building the loudest request, not the most valuable outcome. Notice how often work starts without a clear, "what changes for the user" sentence. If you can't say that in one line, you're not doing product work, you're doing task decoration. Here's the first error: starting with features instead of bets. As SEO, build dashboard, new onboarding all sound concrete, but they hide the real question. What measurable behavior are we trying to change? When you skip that, you can't tell if a release worked. So you just ship more. Busy, but blind. Second error: treating stakeholder opinions as requirements instead of hypotheses. A VP says, "Customers need this." And suddenly it's a Jira epic. No one asks, "What would we see in the data if that were true?" Or, "What would prove this wrong fast?" So you build a full solution to an untested story, then wonder why adoption is flat. Third error: optimizing for flow instead of learning. You celebrate velocity, story points, and cycle time, but never ask, what did we learn about the user this sprint that changes our roadmap? Work moves fast, but knowledge moves slow. That's how teams ship 10 versions of the same wrong idea. Here's the twist: the fix is not more process. It's one small constraint before any work starts. Force every item into a simple template: user, behavior, and bet. For this user, we believe that this change will increase/decrease this behavior by this amount in this time. If you can't fill that in, the work waits. This feels slower for a week, then much faster forever. Next, add a kill switch. Before building the full thing, define the smallest test that could prove the bet wrong. Not a prototype for show and tell, but a real test with a clear decision rule. If fewer than 10% of invited users try this in 7 days, we stop. Now every feature has a built-in exit ramp instead of becoming permanent clutter. Finally, change one meeting. In your weekly review, ban status updates. Only discuss 2 things: what we learned and what we're stopping. If nothing is getting stopped, you're not really learning. You're just decorating the roadmap. Here's the quiet aha. Effective product teams don't move faster by pushing harder. They move faster by making fewer, sharper bets and killing the wrong ones early. Avoid the 3 errors. Add the 1 constraint, and your calendar can stay full while your backlog finally gets smaller. That's when busy starts to feel like progress instead of noise.